In the world of modern football, few names shine as brightly as Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. He is more than just a player, he is a global phenomenon, a brand, an artist. Millions of fans tune in just to watch him play, hoping to witness a moment of pure magic. Neymar embodies the flair and joy of Brazilian football. His incredible skill and dazzling dribbles have captivated audiences, making him a true superstar. This is the story of immense talent meeting relentless dedication, from the streets of Brazil to the grandest stages. We will explore the story of Neymar, from his earliest days to his current status as an icon. Every great story has a beginning, and Neymar's starts in Mogi das Cruzes. Born in 1992, he entered a world where football was a way of life. His father, a former professional, saw a spark in him early. Despite financial struggles, their passion for football was rich. The streets became his training ground, honing his skills. Futsal was crucial, teaching him agility and ball control. His father was his first coach, nurturing his talent. Even as a child, his confidence surpassed his peers. The family sacrificed to support his unique gift. Before global fame, he was Juninho, a kid with big dreams. This laid the foundation for the player and person he is today. The journey to the world stage was beginning. Before the vast green pitches, his kingdom was the hard, polished floor of the futsal court. This fast, intense game was where his genius blossomed. In the tight arena, there is no time to think and demands lightning-fast reflexes. It was here Neymar crafted his unique style. The quick feints and audacious tricks were all born on these courts. He was small, often against bigger boys, but his skill made him a giant. Coaches were mesmerized by his ability to manipulate the ball. This foundation in futsal is why he is so comfortable in one-on-one situations. It was the perfect apprenticeship for a future footballing artist. It was here that he learned to entertain, laying the groundwork for the global superstar he was destined to become. Behind every great talent, there is often a guiding force, and for Neymar that force was his father, Neymar Santos Sr. More than just a parent, he was a coach, a mentor, an agent, and his son's fiercest protector. Having been a professional player himself, Neymar Sr. understood the pressures and pitfalls of the football world. He recognized the extraordinary gift his son possessed from a very early age and dedicated his life to nurturing it. He managed every aspect of his son's burgeoning career, from negotiating his first contracts to offering tactical advice from the sidelines, ensuring that his prodigious talent would not go to waste. The relationship between father and son was built on a foundation of trust and shared ambition. Neymar Sr. was a strict but loving mentor who instilled a powerful work ethic in his son. He made sure that the young prodigy remained grounded, reminding him that talent alone was not enough. Hard work, discipline, and respect were values that he drilled into Neymar from day one. He meticulously planned every step of his son's development, creating a structured environment that allowed Neymar to focus solely on improving his game. This guidance was crucial in shielding him from the distractions and pressures that can derail a young player's career. Neymar Sr.'s role evolved as his son's fame grew. He became a shrewd negotiator, a savvy businessman who understood his son's value long before the rest of the world did. He fought to get the best possible conditions for Neymar, always putting his son's long-term interests first. This sometimes led to criticism, with some accusing him of being overly controlling or money-driven. However, from his perspective, he was simply protecting his family and ensuring that his son received the rewards that his unique talent deserved. He created a protective bubble around Neymar, allowing the young star to flourish on the pitch without being burdened by off-field matters. This paternal guidance was the bedrock of Neymar's early success. While Neymar Jr. provided the magic on the field, Neymar Sr. managed the complex world outside of it. He was the architect of his son's career path, making calculated decisions that would lead him from the local clubs of Sao Paulo to the global stage. Neymar has often spoken about the immense debt he owes his father, acknowledging that he would not be where he is today without his unwavering support and expert management. This powerful father-son partnership is one of the most important and defining elements of the Neymar story. Futsal shaped his skills, but Neymar's first taste of organized football came with Portuguesa Santista in 2003. At 11 he joined their youth setup, moving from street football to a structured club. His talent was obvious. He scored goals with astonishing ease. Playing for Portuguesa Santista, known as Briosa, was formative. The club provided his first real platform to showcase his abilities. Coach Betinho recognized his potential, calling him a footballing jewel. Scouts flocked to watch him, hoping to sign the prodigy. This was his introduction to competitive youth football, giving him visibility for his next big move. His performances caught the eye of Santos FC, Pelé's legendary club. In 2003, Neymar switched to Santos, a launching pad to becoming a national hero. In 2003, at 11 years old, Neymar joined Santos FC's youth academy. Santos was Pelé's club, steeped in history. From his first training, Neymar was special, a prodigy who progressed rapidly. He scored incredible goals, displaying skill beyond his years. Santos resisted offers from Europe, including Real Madrid. At 17, Neymar debuted for Santos. A week later, he scored his first goal. The 2010 season was his explosion. He played with freedom, dazzling dribbles, and spectacular goals. He helped Santos win the Campeonato Paulista and the Copa do Brasil. By season's end, he had scored 42 goals. He was the best player in Brazil. By 2011, Neymar was the face of Brazilian football, a cultural icon. His mohawk and goal celebrations became sensations. He embodied the spirit of Brazilian football. In 2011, he won South American Footballer of the Year. His Puskas award-winning goal confirmed his global superstar status. Neymar's loyalty to Santos made him a national hero, inspiring a nation. Neymar's ultimate goal at Santos was to conquer South America. In 2011, he led Santos to an epic Copa Libertadores campaign, their first since Pelé. Neymar delivered mesmerizing performances, proving he was a player for the biggest occasions. He scored in the final, leading Santos to victory. Neymar had restored the club to the pinnacle of continental football, becoming a Santos legend. Santos then faced Barcelona in the Club World Cup final. Having conquered Brazil and South America, Neymar's future lay in Europe. By 2013, Neymar had outgrown South American football, establishing himself as a global star. Europe's biggest clubs battled for his signature. Real Madrid and Barcelona were the front-runners, promising glory. Neymar chose Barcelona, drawn by their style and the chance to play with Lionel Messi. The transfer was complete, marking a new chapter in his career. He was stepping into the demanding world of European football. Arriving at FC Barcelona in 2013, Neymar joined a team of superstars. Training was faster, more complex and more competitive. He had to adapt from being the main player at Santos to supporting Lionel Messi. His first season was a period of adjustment. He learned a new language and adapted to a new culture. He showed flashes of brilliance, scoring a crucial goal against Atletico Madrid to win the Spanish Super Cup. Consistency was a challenge, as he struggled with the physicality and a structured tactical system. Despite the difficulties, his respect for Messi was evident. The season ended in disappointment, but this challenging year forged his character. The 2014-15 season marked a turning point for Barcelona with the arrival of Luis Suárez, joining Neymar and Messi to form the legendary MSN trio. The big question, could three superstars share the spotlight? The answer was a resounding yes. Messi shifted to the right, Suárez took the center, and Neymar thrived on the left. No egos, just pure chemistry. Their connection was electric, assisting and celebrating each other's goals, making defenses look helpless. Neymar, now more confident and decisive, scored 39 goals, proving he was more than just Messi's sidekick. Off the pitch, their friendship fueled their success, turning a trio of stars into a true brotherhood. Together, they were about to lead Barcelona into one of its most dominant eras. The MSN trio powered Barcelona to a historic treble in 2014-15, scoring a record 122 goals together. They reclaimed La Liga, then lifted the Copa del Rey with Neymar scoring in the final. In the Champions League, Neymar delivered in the biggest moments, scoring crucial goals en route to the final. Against Juventus in Berlin, he sealed the 3-1 win, securing the treble. Neymar finished as joint top scorer, fulfilling his European dream. The treble cemented his place among football's elite and immortalized MSN as one of the greatest attacks ever. The boy from Santos had become a king of Europe. Barcelona's dominance was complete, with Neymar at its heart. In 2017, Neymar shocked the world by leaving Barcelona for PSG in a record-shattering €222 million move. PSG saw him as the key to European glory, and Neymar wanted to step out of Messi's shadow. The transfer doubled the previous world record, putting immense pressure on Neymar to deliver. Barcelona fans felt betrayed, while PSG fans welcomed their new superstar with open arms. The move redefined football's transfer market and made Neymar the most expensive player in history. He arrived in Paris as a global icon, tasked with leading PSG to Champions League success. The Barcelona chapter was closed. A new ambitious journey in Paris had begun. All eyes were now on Neymar to justify his price tag. Neymar's PSG debut was electric goals, assists, and instant stardom in Ligue 1. He formed a new attacking trio with Mbappé and Cavani dazzling fans and dominating French football. Neymar became the creative heart of PSG, but injuries soon disrupted his momentum. A serious foot injury in 2018 sidelined him during a crucial Champions League tie, stalling PSG's European ambitions. Despite setbacks, he was named Ligue 1 Player of the Year and broke Brazilian scoring records in the Champions League domestically. He led PSG to multiple titles, thrilling fans with his flair and brilliance. The European crown remained elusive, but Neymar's impact in Paris was undeniable. He was the king of Paris, carrying the hopes of a city and a club. Neymar's PSG mission was clear: win the Champions League. Despite domestic dominance, European heartbreak became a recurring theme, none more painful than the 2020 final loss to Bayern Munich. Neymar shone in PSG's run to the final, but ultimate glory slipped away. Tears and defeat captured the agony of coming so close. At home, PSG collected trophy after trophy with Neymar as their star. He won 5 Ligue 1 titles and left a legacy of over 100 goals and countless highlights. His Paris chapter was defined by brilliance, silverware, and the elusive European dream. Neymar's story in France was as much about what was won as what slipped away. In 2023, Neymar left Europe for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, embracing a new challenge and a lucrative contract. The move sparked debate: was it too soon to leave top-level football, or a smart next step? Neymar was welcomed as a superstar, aiming to elevate the Saudi League's global profile. His debut season was cut short by a devastating ACL injury while on international duty. Now he's focused on recovery, with his future uncertain but his legacy secure. Will he return to glory in Saudi Arabia or finish his career back in Brazil? Neymar's journey continues, captivating fans worldwide. A painful theme throughout Neymar's career has been his constant battle with injuries. This has been compounded by the rough treatment he often receives from defenders. His time at Paris Saint-Germain was repeatedly disrupted by setbacks, often at crucial moments. One infamous injury came during the 2014 World Cup. Neymar suffered a fractured vertebra, ruling him out of the tournament. More recently, he suffered a ruptured ACL while on international duty with Brazil. This setback has cast a shadow over his future. As one of the most famous athletes on the planet, Neymar has lived his life under an intense microscope. Every aspect of his existence, both on and off the pitch, is subject to relentless scrutiny from the media and the public. His lavish lifestyle, his high-profile friendships with celebrities, and his vibrant social life have often been a source of controversy. Critics have frequently accused him of lacking focus, suggesting that his off-field activities detract from his commitment to football. This narrative has followed him throughout his career, particularly during periods when his team was underperforming or when he was sidelined with an injury, creating immense pressure. His world record transfer to PSG in 2017 amplified this scrutiny to an entirely new level. The €222 million price tag meant he was no longer just a footballer, but a global commodity whose every action was judged against his astronomical cost. His relationships within the PSG dressing room, especially an early on-field dispute with Edinson Cavani over penalty-taking duties, were magnified into major stories of division and ego. The media portrayed him as a disruptive influence, a pampered superstar who was given preferential treatment. Navigating this constant storm of criticism required a thick skin and a strong support system, primarily provided by his father and close entourage. Neymar's personal life has also been a frequent source of headlines, occasionally involving serious allegations that have led to legal battles and intense public debate. These off-field issues, regardless of their outcomes, have contributed to a complex and often polarizing public image. For his supporters, he is a young man enjoying the fruits of his incredible talent. For his detractors, he is a symbol of the excesses of modern football. This constant judgment has undoubtedly taken a toll, forcing him to build a protective wall around himself and his inner circle to cope with the pressures of global fame. He has also used his massive social media platform with hundreds of millions of followers to control his own narrative, often bypassing traditional media to speak directly to his fans. This has been a double-edged sword. While it allows him to share his side of the story and showcase his personality, it also opens him up to more direct criticism and abuse. Every post is analyzed and every comment is debated, Coping with this level of constant, unfiltered public opinion is a challenge that few can truly understand, and it has been an undeniable part of the burden he has carried throughout his journey as a global icon. Perhaps the most persistent criticism leveled at Neymar throughout his career has been the accusation of diving and theatricality. From his early days at Santos to the grand stages of the World Cup and Champions League, he has earned a reputation for exaggerating contact from defenders and going to the ground too easily. This aspect of his game has made him a deeply polarizing figure. For many, his on-field antics are seen as unsportsmanlike, a form of cheating that tarnishes his incredible talent. Referees, pundits, and opposing fans have often accused him of trying to manipulate officials to win fouls and penalties unfairly. The debate reached a fever pitch during the 2018 World Cup in Russia. While Neymar played well and led Brazil to the quarter-finals, the global conversation was dominated by his over-the-top reactions to fouls. His now infamous rolling on the ground became the subject of countless internet memes and widespread ridicule. It overshadowed his actual performances and created a negative perception that was hard to shake. Even football legends like Eric Cantona publicly mocked him, and the term Neymaring was coined to describe an exaggerated fall. This period cemented his reputation as a diver in the eyes of many football fans around the world. In his defense, Neymar and his supporters argue that his theatrics are sometimes a necessary form of self-preservation. As a player who is constantly targeted by aggressive and often illegal challenges, going down can be a way to draw the referee's attention and gain protection. He is one of the most fouled players in modern football, and without some form of reaction, many of these dangerous tackles might go unpunished. From this perspective, his actions are not about cheating, but about surviving the brutal treatment he endures on the pitch. The line between genuine reaction to pain and deliberate exaggeration is, however, often blurry. Ultimately, this controversy is a core part of his complex legacy. It is a frustrating contradiction for many who watch him play. How can a player with such sublime skill, capable of beating defenders with pure genius, resort to such theatrics? It is a debate that has followed him his entire career, and likely always will. While his talent is undeniable, and his place among the greats of his generation is secure, the controversy over his on-field behavior remains an inseparable and much-debated chapter in the complete story of Neymar. Neymar will be remembered as one of the last great entertainers of his generation. He is a direct heir to Brazilian legends like Ronaldinho, players who treated the pitch as a stage. His mission was to win with a flair that brought joy to millions. Neymar embodies the spirit of Joga Bonito. His true impact lies in the moments of magic that cannot be quantified. It is precisely this quality that has made him a global icon. Neymar's career is a vibrant tapestry of skill, joy, and spectacle. He will be remembered as a magician who made the world watch in awe. Neymar's legacy is complex, marked by triumphs and what-ifs. He achieved success with Barcelona, Santos, and PSG. He is Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer, surpassing Pelé. Yet the Ballon d'Or eluded him, and a World Cup title for Brazil remained unfulfilled. Controversies and injuries are part of his story, creating a polarizing image. Neymar is a flawed genius, remembered for his brilliance and the drama that surrounded him. He left an indelible mark on the sport with unforgettable moments of magic.